A very good evening, class. We'll be starting with real numbers, and from this chapter you will have 1 plus 3 marks. 1 plus 3 marks. Alright, so we'll be doing today concepts. This lecture will be based on the concepts of this chapter, real numbers. So first of all, first we'll do natural number. Now what are natural number? Natural number are counting numbers. Alright, they start from 1, 2, 3 like this. Next, whole numbers. So what are whole numbers? Whole numbers start from 0. Is it clear? So 0, 1, 2, 3 ... Next we should know even odd number, even/odd numbers. Now even number and odd number. So what are that? Even number divisible by 2 are even numbers. Like I can say 2, 4, 6, 8, so on. Now numbers not divisible by 2 are what? Odd numbers. These are even numbers and these are odd numbers. The odd numbers are what? 1, 3, 5, 7. Alright, these are basic concepts. Is it clear? Next we have integers. These things should be in your mind. Now for understanding integers, what we'll do, we'll draw one number line. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. This will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Alright, this 0 is what? You should know non-negative. Okay, non-negative integer. Means this 0 is neither positive nor negative. Now what are these? Plus 1, plus 2, write in the what to say? Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. What is it? This is positive integer. What we can say? Positive integer. What are these? Till here, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. These are what? Negative integers. These are negative integers. These are negative integers. These are positive integers. Now you see, if I stand here like this and if I do my this one, this will be my right hand and this will be my left hand. Alright, so my right hand will be positive integers and my left hand will be negative integers, and the head will be counted as 0. This will be 0. Is it clear? This is the way we understand number line. Now we can say, now we'll discuss prime number. We should know what is prime number. Prime number. Now what are prime number? Number which have only two factors. Alright, number having only TWO, two factors. Alright, now what we can say? Starting from 2. 2 is having two factors. What are the factors? 1 2s are 2, 2 1 are 2. Then 3. 1 3 are 3, 3 1 are 3. Then 5. 1 5 are 5, 5 1 are 5. Then 7. Then not 9, 10, then 11, so on. We can say that 2 is only even. 2 is only even prime number. Others are odd. So only this 2 is even prime number, whereas these other things are odd. Is it clear? Prime number. Next we should know composite numbers. Now composite numbers are what? Composite numbers are those numbers which have more than two factors. Alright, number having more than two factors, number having more than 2 factors. All right, like what we can say, it will start from 4. Now 4 is divisible by, so number having more than 2 factors are 4, then we have 6, then we have 8, and so on. 4 is having how many factors? It is divisible by 1, 1 4 are 4, 2 2 are 4, 4 1 are 4. How many factors? 3 factors. Similarly 6, 1 6 are 6, 2 3 are 6, 3 2 are 6, 6 1 are 6. So more than 2 factors it is having. All right, so these are composite numbers. Next we can say that one is neither prime nor composite. Always remember, one is not coming here also and one is not coming here also. Right, next, co-prime number. This is very important, we should know it. Co-prime number. What are co-prime numbers? Co-prime numbers. Now prime number I have already told you. Co-prime numbers. What are co-prime numbers? Two numbers, always remember, two numbers A and B whose HCF is 1. Two numbers A and B whose HCF is 1. What we can see, HCF of A comma B must be equal to 1. Alright, this is the condition of co-prime number. Example, I can say 3 and 5 as HCF of 3 comma 5 equal to 1. Means what? What is the highest common factor? What is the highest common factor between 3 and 5? Highest common factor is 1. Alright, that's why. Next we have a rational number. We should know rational number. What is rational number? It's very important. We have done in class 9. Rational number. Now rational number are of two types. Always remember, rational number are of two types. Two things we have already done in class 8, like a number of the form p by q, where p and q are integers, q not equal to 0 are called rational number. We have done, no? P by q, and what we can say, q not equal to 0. These of the form. But in class 9 what we have done, rational number are of two types. One is terminating, and the other one is non-terminating repeating. Now terminating means what? Terminating means remainder. Okay, remainder equal to 0. Non-terminating repeating means what? Remainder not equal to 0. Alright. Now in terminating, what can I say? I can take example half. Now when we divide, what we will get? 0.5. In this case, when we divide, remainder will be 0. But in non-terminating, let's say 1 by 3. When we divide, what we will get? 0.333 dot dot dot. So we can say 0.33 is repeating. Is it clear? So we can say one is terminating and the other one is non-terminating repeating. Is it clear? Rational number are of two types. Next we have irrational number. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Is it clear? Now in irrational number always remember non-terminating, non-repeating, non-terminating and non-repeating. Alright, non-terminating and non-repeating. Now what we can say, pi, it behaves like this. Pi is 22 by 7 and one value is 3.14. This is approx. Always remember, this is not exact value, this is approx. Alright, TWO 2 dp. 2 dp means 2 decimal point. Now if it is like this, then it looks rational, but if it is like this, this is irrational. Okay, because its value is like this, 3.142345 dot dot dot. But means what? It is not repeat, it is actually, see, non-terminating dot 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 means it is infinite, that is non-terminating. Non-repeating means what? these digits, the digits after decimal points are not repeating. All right, like in case of non-terminating repeating, here we have seen that 3 is repeating, so we have written 0.3 repeat line, okay, bar line, 0.3 recurring, but in this case it's not, that's why we have approximate. Now after that we can say some examples, some more examples, but we can say root 2 1.414, something like this, root 3 also, okay, root 5, root 7, okay, like this, etc, etc. Is it clear? Whatever we get the square root of this, those are non-terminating and those are non-repeating. Some more are like this, 0.10, 100, 100, 100, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, like this. What you have observed? Is there any repetition set? See, this is 10, this is 100, this is 1000, this is 10,000. Is it repeating in some particular fashion? No. So these type of numbers are also called irrational number. Why? Because they are non-terminating and non-repeating. Is it clear? We can say like this, 0.30, 300, 300, okay, like this, 30, 300, 300. They are not repeating in a particular form, particular set, okay. So these type of numbers are called irrational numbers. Is it clear? Next we have Euclid's is very important, Euclid's division lemma. Sometimes we say Euclid's division algorithm. Now this is very important for you to understand. All right, let's say I have two numbers, one is a equal to, let's say, 3, and let's say I have b equal to 7. Is it clear? So when I will divide, then I will write 7 here and then 3 here. 3 2 are 6, remainder is 1. Is it clear? Now I have to find here HCF. I have to find here HCF of 3, 7. I have to find the HCF of 3, 7. Let's say. Now HCF means highest common factor. Right, highest common factor. Now 3 2 are 6, remainder is 1. Now this remainder is less than this divisor. All of you know this is what? This is quotient, this one is remainder, this one is divisor, and this one is what? Dividend. Is it clear? What I will do now, in the next step, I will make this divisor as dividend. So 1 3 are 3. Now what I am getting? Remainder 0. So how can I write? I can write like this, dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Right, sorry for interruption, because of no electricity there is a disturbance. So where I was, we have taken a equal to 3, b equal to 7. So on dividing, 3 2 are 6, remainder is 1. Now this divisor will become dividend. So 1 3 are 3. Now when we have to stop, when the remainder is 0, then we have to stop. Now this 3 was our first divisor, this 1 was our second divisor. So how we write? Dividend equal divisor into quotient plus remainder. We have done in lower classes. So 7 equal to 3 into 2 plus 1. In the next step, this dividend will become 3. So 3 equal to 1 into 3 plus 0. So what is our HCF? HCF of 3 and 7 is 1. This is our last divisor, no? This is our second divisor, or we can say last divisor. So this is our last divisor, 1. So that 1 will be our HCF. This 1 will be our HCF. Is it clear? Now you see Euclid's division lemma. This Euclid is the name of the mathematician. He has devised this this formula. All right. So according to him, b equal to aq plus r. Now what are the two numbers? One is a and the other is b. So b equal to aq plus r. So b is what? 7. A is 3. Quotient is 2, and then remainder is 1. In the next step, this was our first step. In the second step, what dividend? Dividend becomes 3. So 3 equal 1 into 3 plus 0. 1 into 3 plus 0. When we have to stop, students? When the remainder is 0. When the remainder is 0, then we have to stop. So whatever our last divisor was 1, no? This was our last divisor. That is the HCF. Is it clear? So Euclid's division lemma, it is used to find the HCF. What we can say? Used to find HCF of given pair of numbers. All right, is it clear? Next topic we have fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Is it clear? Now what does it say? It say that every composite number can be expressed as the product of primes. Is it clear? That means if I write 12, okay, how can I write 12? 2 into 3 into 2, or we can write what? 3 into 2 into 2. Any order I can write, no? Or I can write how? 2 into 2 into 3. Is it clear? That means what? I can write 2 square into 3. So fundamental theorem of arithmetic, what does it say? That every composite number, this 12 is my what? This 12 is my composite number. Alright, so 12 is our composite number. So 12 can be written as 2 into 3 into 2, or it can be written as 3 into 2 into 2, or it can be written as 2 into 2 into 3. Yes or no? That means 2 square into 3, or I can say 3 into 2 square. That means this composite number can be expressed in any order. It can be expressed in any order. Alright, any order, and all these numbers are what? These are all primes. So I am giving you the statement. Statement is like this. So the statement, it's like this. Statement of this one, although it doesn't come in exam, but you should remember it. Alright, so that it will be easier. Statement means what? What does it say? Every composite number can be expressed as product of primes, irrespective of the order. Means what? Every composite number can be expressed as product of primes. Now see, this 12 is expressed as the product of primes, no? Irrespective of the order, means order doesn't matter. Alright, in any order I can write, any of these order we can write. Alright, so this is the statement. Next, always remember two things. HCF means what actually? HCF means highest common factor. HCF means highest common factor. And what is LCM? LCM means lowest common multiple. Is it clear? Now if suppose, example, one question it has been said, find the HCF comma LCM of 12 and let's say 8. Is it clear? So how will you find? 12 you will split it, and 8 also you will split it. 2 6 are 12, 2 3 are 6. Is it clear? This method is called what? Prime factorization method. Some students, they say by default they say sir, it is LCM. This is not LCM, this is prime factorization. Always remember, prime factorization method. Is it clear? Now 2 4 are 8, 2 2 are 4. So how we write? We write 12 equal to 2 into 2 into 3, and we write 8 equal to 2 into 2 into 2. Is it clear? Now HCF means what? Highest common also, and then factor. Is it clear? We are finding the factors. No, these are all the factors of 12, these are all the factors of 8. Now in both the factors, what are common? This 2 is common, here also 2 is common. So we can write HCF equal to only common factors. This small thing, always remember, only common factors. Only common factors means what? HCF is 2 into 2. HCF is 4. Highest common factor 4. That means 4 will divide 12 also and 4 will divide 8 also. Next after this we will have LCM. Now LCM is what? Here we can write 2 square into 3, and here we can write 2 power 3. Is it clear? This will be 2 square into 3 and this will be 2 power 3. So LCM means, always remember, don't get confused, highest power of prime factors. Highest power of prime factors. Is it clear? So what are the prime factors? 2 and 3. So what is the highest power? Highest power of 2 is what? 2 power 2, and here 2 power 3. So what are the highest power? 2 power 3 into what are the highest power of these 3? 3 power 1. Here it's not there. So 3 power 1. So what is the answer? 8 into 3, 24. Is it clear? Now LCM is what? Lowest common multiple. Is it clear? Lowest common multiple means what? If suppose if I write multiple of 12, then how will I write? 12 1 are 12, 12 2 are 24, 12 3 are 36, 12 4 are 48, so on. Na? And for 8, how will I write? 8 1 are 8, 8 2 are 16, 8 3 are 24, 8 4 are 32. Now tell me, which one is lowest common multiple here? Lowest also, common also, and multiple also. 24, no? 24 is lowest, it is common, and it is multiple also. Smallest number, which is multiple, and it is common also. So what you can say? LCM is 24. In lower classes we used to do like this, LCM. For HCF we used to do like this. Is it clear? So it's same technique. Alright, highest power of prime factor, same answer you will get. Here we have one small observation. You just look. We have what? We have, suppose we have this HCF into LCM equal to A into B. We have this HCF into LCM equal to A into B. This is one common thing. Okay. Now A is what? A is our first number. A is our first number. What is our B? B is second number. Alright, you see in the next. Here, how much we got HCF? HCF we got, HCF how much we got? 4, no? We got HCF 4. What is our LCM? LCM we got 24. Here, no? This one. This is our LCM. LCM is 24. So what was our first number? First number was what? 12. And what was our second number? Second number was 8. So when we multiply, we have 4 4 are 16, 4 2 8 are 9, 12 8 are 96. What we observe? We observe that yes, LHS equal to RHS. Means what? When we find the HCF and LCM of the two numbers, let's say A and B, then we observe that when we multiply their HCF and LCM, that will be equal to product of two numbers. Is it clear? So one very important thing we are getting from here, what is that? HCF into LCM equal to product of two numbers. Product of two numbers. Product of two numbers. Or we can say HCF into LCM equal to A into B. A into B. Is it clear? Understood? Alright. Next thing. Now this is, let's say, half. This is, let's say, 5, 1 by 5, and let's say 20. Okay. Now without dividing, okay, in this out here, without dividing, can you say that which one is terminating? These are all rational numbers, no? Rational number. Can you say which one is terminating and which one is non-terminating, repeating? There is one technique. How you can do? 1 divided by, here will be 2 power, this you can write 2 power 1. Okay, you can write into 5 power 0. How you can write this one? 1 by 2 power 0 into 5 power 1. How you can write this? 2 power Now 20 you break, or denominator you try to break, you try to break the denominator. So 20 if you break, you will have 2 10 are 20, 2 5 are 10, and then you'll have like this. So 2, how you can write 2, how many times? 2 times. So 2 square into 5. Now what you are observing here, you are observing one thing very much common, we'll do in the next thing common, that the denominator is having, okay, denominator is having prime factor 2 and 5, prime factor 2 and 5, prime factor 2 and 5. All right. So here denominator is having the powers, denominator is having the powers of prime factors 2 and 5. Thus it is terminating decimal expansion, Is it clear? Terminating decimal expansion means what? If I solve no half, how much I'll get? You can check it by yourself. You will get 0.5. If I do 1 by 5, how much I'll get? I'll have 0.2. If I do 1 by 20, how much I'll get? 1 by 20, 1 will be here, 20, 0 are 0, 1 decimal, then 0, 25 are 100, 0.05. What we are observing, that in all the cases remainder is 0. That means after decimal digit terminate, stop. So one very important observation is coming out here, that if the denominator is having the powers of prime factors 2 and 5, then it will have, if denominator is having the powers of prime factor 2 and 5, thus it is terminating decimal expansion. All right. But if 3, let's say 1 by 3, or let's say 1 by, let's say 15. Now check, 1 by 3 can be written as 1 by 2 power 0 into 5 power 0 into 3 power 1. 2 power 0 is what? 1. 5 power 0 is what? 1. 3 power 1 is 3. We are matching in the form this one. Okay, 2 into this one. Now 1 by 15 can be written as 2 power 0, 5 power 1 into 3 power 1. Look, 2 power 0 is 1, 5 power 1 is 5, 3 power 1 is 3, 5 3 are 15. No, always remember, whenever we split the denominator, no, these things should be in the standard form. All right, these things should be in the standard form. All of you know na, standard form of rational number, standard form of rational number. If it is not in standard form, then you have to put it in standard form. Like suppose if you have 14 by, let's say 20, is it in standard form? No, you have to cancel. 2 7 are 14, 2 10 are 20. Now it is in standard form. Now you break 7 by 2 into 5. Now see, denominator is of the pattern 2 into 5 means 2 power something into 5 power something. Now we can say what? This is terminating decimal expansion. No, but in this case what we are observing, we are having extra factor, these three we are having extra factor. All right. So here denominator is having prime factors other than 2 and 5, so it is what? Non-terminating repeating what? Decimal expansion, non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. All right, repeating decimal expansion. Rational number is of two type: terminating, when it will be having terminating, when it will have factors of 2 and 5. And when non-terminating repeating, when some extra factor is coming, like here 3 is coming, here also 3 is coming. All right. So what we observe from here, we observe one thing very important, that terminating decimals have denominator of the form 2 power m into 5 power n. 2 power m into 5 power n. All right, where m comma n are whole numbers. Now whole numbers, all of you know now, I have started in the beginning. Whole numbers are what? That means it will start from 0. This can be 0 also, this can be also 0. Like I can say, like example, what can I say? 2 by 10. 2 by 10 I can write now. This is in the standard form. 2 1 are 2, 2 5 are 10. Now it is in standard form. So 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 already you can write in pattern 2 power 0 into 5 power 1. Again coming in the form now, we can say terminating. Is it clear? Now if it is not in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m, then we will say what? Non-terminating repeating. Is it clear? So students, these are the concepts of this chapter. From here you will have 4 marks question. All right, one will be 1 mark and the other will be 3 marks. If you like this video, if you find it interesting and useful, please do like, share, subscribe, all right, and pass it forward to your friends so that they can also benefit from this lecture. See you in the next video. We'll be doing numericals of 1 marks. All right, that's it for all today. Thank you.